Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and today I'm going to be putting on a full face of Rare Beauty. I feel like every single January I feel pressured to completely change my appearance and I truthfully just get so bored with the way I look. So I feel like every January I just end up buying like an ungodly amount of products that I don't particularly need. But the way that I'm justifying it this year is because my acne has just not given me a moment's peace. Like, as you can see, I have like a lot of scarring on my forehead. I am breaking out like really badly in my T-zone. I didn't particularly mean to make this like a really chatty video, but I honestly haven't been outside in like 6 days because the weather has been so shit. I have not been going to the gym because the gyms are closed, and I had COVID in like shortly after Christmas. So my lungs have just been like punctured. I find myself super short of breath, so working out has been like such a challenge. So I am not doing the only thing that gives me joy, which is working out, and I am recovering from an illness that has killed so many people around the world. So I am losing it a little bit, but like also like a lot of it. So anyway, Rare Beauty, let's talk about it. I did not get the primer because it was pearlescent and I'm just not a pearlescent primer kind of gal. As you can tell, like I literally moisturized, I want to say like 2 hours ago, and my face, it's borderline shiny. But with my Sephora package that I ordered all my stuff from, I got this Dream Skin Dior Care and Perfect Soin Anti-Âge Global Créature du Peu Parfait Capture Totale. And I looked up the original price of this product and it's $162. So to get that like tiny ass free sample, I was like, I might as well use this. This is scented as hell. It smells like the Dior things that come in magazines that my mom would always make me throw out because she's super allergic to scents. So that's what I'm priming my skin with today. My face feels super soft. It's giving a glow. So before I get like way too ahead of myself here, I'm going to show you the products that I did buy from Rare Beauty. I got a foundation in the color 260N, which promises to have neutral but like yellowy undertone, which I think is like kind of where I'm at. I got the coordinating concealer to go along with it in 260N as well. As you can tell, like the concealer is much lighter than the foundation. She did that to like, I don't know. There's a reason. People like that bright under eye look. The next product I got is the bronzer stick, and I got this in the shade Always Sunny. I did want to get the shade that was like a little bit lighter, but they were sold out. So I was like, I can go a little bit darker. I can afford to do that as a woman of color. I also got the black mascara. It probably has a fancy name, but I threw the box out. Last but not least, I got the super promising looking Rare Beauty blush that everyone raves about online. So I'm excited to try all this shit out. I did not buy Selena Gomez's brow product because at no point in my life have I ever looked at Selena Gomez and been like, I want your eyebrows. But also the pictures that were like on the Sephora thing were not promising. And I was like, I don't really want my eyebrows to look like that. So I just went ahead and skipped that product. That's life. Also, speaking of January and wanting to look like a completely different person, I shaved my eyebrows into completely straight lines 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, some time ago, because I was completely unhinged and I was like, yeah, I hate how I look. I'm bored of it. So let me change my eyebrow shape. So I'm just lightly filling in some bald spots that I have in my brows with this brow stylist definer from L'Oreal Paris. Stunning, amazing. Have you ever seen Selena Gomez have eyebrows like this? Your answer is probably no. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and set that down with this Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I've seen a lot of people like set their brows and then draw them on, and I tried doing that, but it was literally crunchy. So I was like, yeah, that's just not for me. I also think the look of feathered brows is like definitely going to be one of those things that we look back on in 5 years and go like, why were we doing that? And then it's going to be like, watch me transition from a feathered brow to whatever the brow trend is going to be at the time, because everyone now is going like the watch me transition from the ABH thick blocky brow to the feathered brow. I can't believe I used to do that to myself, blah blah blah. But what they don't understand is that it's a trend and it only looks good to you now because it's trendy. Okay, so now to really get into Selena Gomez's makeup, I'm actually gonna go ahead and start with the concealer first because I've seen people do this and I want to try this, like concealing this part only and then doing foundation on the other part and then just blending it all together, because I saw this makeup artist on TikTok say that the less product you put on your under eye, the better it is for you, because that's like the thinnest part of your skin or whatever. As you can see, the bottle has like this like flat spherical type thing. That doesn't make sense. Flat. It's not spherical if it's flat. But anyway, I also saw somewhere that she did this because she has arthritis as a side effect of her lupus. So this is like supposed to be like ergonomically friendly for people who don't have a lot of function like in their fingers and hands. It has this very thick doe foot applicator, which kind of worries me a little bit because I'm always hesitant to like put products on my face and then dip it back in and then dip it back in at a later date and then like get a breakout from that. But I'm gonna go ahead and just put this bare naked on my face anyway because I don't care as much as I say I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and like cover my dark circles. I'm gonna go ahead and put this directly onto this giant chunk of acne that I have growing in between my brows, and I'm gonna go ahead and like go across my nose. A lot of product is coming out when I do that, so that's very promising. And it looks like there's a good amount of product in here. And I think this retails for like $25, which honestly, I would say is like mid-price. Like it's definitely in that like Fenty milk makeup type range. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see how that works out. And I'm blending it all out with a sponge because why the hell not? So far I'm noticing is that it's definitely offering some coverage, but like the coverage is definitely on that light to medium side. The finish so far is very skin-like, and I'm like very pleased with the color match. As you can see, it's not completely covering like the darkest parts of my face, which I think is fine. I think it's unrealistic to expect makeup to just take away every single one of your imperfections. So I like that I still look like a normal human person who has skin that works, changes, and moves. And that's called positive affirmations for the new year. New year, new me. Who knew? As I can see now in this harsh lighting, I am seeing like just the tiniest amount of creasing underneath my eyes. Even though my skin is definitely prepped and hydrated. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I did get the fine setting powder in light medium. Okay, I also just moved around my lighting a little bit because I want it to be like true to my skin color, and I was just honestly looking washed out. Okay, next I'm going to be trying the Rare Beauty foundation in the shade 260N. I believe this is going to be on the same kind of vibe, like light to medium coverage. And again, this is the same shade as my concealer, but the concealer is just a little bit brighter. Oh my god. So that was runny as hell. Again, nice ball top and a doe foot applicator. I'm surprised that like not a lot of product is coming out when I do this, but like it is super drippy. I'm gonna like hold it up. You can't see, but whatever. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that right on my face. Yeah, that's like such a liquid consistency. It's giving if Glossier had pigment vibes. Let's go ahead and like just do this side of my face for now. I love how it feels. Like I love that it's runny. I feel like that blended in super nicely, and I feel like I did really well with my skin color. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. The reason I'm doing like one side at a time as well is because I'm worried that because it's so runny, it's gonna dry quickly and be harder to blend. So if you're someone who likes to take their sweet ass time doing their makeup, perhaps this is not the product for you. So that's with a full face of the foundation. I love that it's giving this dewiness. I love that it's very skin-like finish, really. It's like very satiny. And I look quite radiant, and it's covered enough of my acne that like I feel confident walking out and about, but it didn't completely wash me out. I'm gonna set my face because I can like start to see some creasing like underneath my eye. The setting powder comes in this like beautiful little thing, and that was a lot. I did do like a trial run with this before, so like it is already open, but like it says the little Rare Beauty thing at the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and like dab a little bit onto the lid, and then I'm going to take a, I don't know, like a brush. So this isn't a translucent powder. It does have pigment. I'm gonna go ahead and do like kind of a light bake underneath my eyes, so like kind of really get a good layer of powder there. because my under eye bags tend to move my foundation a lot. And I'm gonna go up the side of my nose too. And like maybe my T-zone, truthfully. I feel like it mattified it without making it dry. And I think that's like really cool and rare. I'm gonna go ahead and do like this mouth part. The one thing I am mad about is that it's like a little bit more orangey than my skin is, and I feel like as a result I'm becoming a little bit more orange, which is not the goal. But I do like the finish of it. I maybe just need a different shade. I don't know, it's giving orangey, especially like right here, which is like kind of scary. I don't like that. I'm taking this big fluffy brush and I'm just removing any excess powder to try and get rid of some of this oranginess. Okay, so I think that did somewhat alleviate some of the oranginess in my skin, but let's try the bronzer. This bronzer stick, I will not lie, it's giving Fenty, it's giving KKW Beauty. I think people are definitely more into this like contour stick vibe. I had intentions to get the lighter shade, but that's fine. Oh my god. I'm experiencing shortness of breath because I had COVID a month ago, and those are one of the lasting side effects that I've noticed. I'm gonna go in with Always Sunny bronzer stick. I'm going to do, oh wow, that like glided on so flawlessly, like no drag at all. I don't think it moved any of the product. I'm gonna go ahead and draw some circles on my forehead. I think I did okay with the color. I think it might be a little too warm for my skin. I'm gonna just drag down my nose. It smells like nothing. Because I have a wide face, I actually started contouring like here. But then I also kind of stopped for a little bit. So I'm actually not gonna do that today because I have a super round face, as I previously said, and it's also very flat, but also those are like testaments to my Asian heritage. And I feel like a little bit self-loathing when I contour it all away, truthfully. And that's on white supremacy enforcing beauty standards. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and like diffuse it first with the bottom of the sponge, and I'm just gonna glide my hand up and down to sort of blend it out. I don't really like a contour that comes down all the way. I think something subtle is quite nice. What is this? What is this here? Oh, that's my skin. I feel like that blends it out like nice and seamlessly. I look cut. Okay, next side. And keep it up. Keep it going up.
That's the contour thing.
That's fire. Like, actually. That looks so good. Okay.
Forehead, I'm gonna just go ahead and contour right into my hairline.
That, like, blends it out so nicely, too. Truthfully. That's so nice. It is definitely a little bit warm. Like, I do wish it was, like, a cooler toned brown, but I'm digging the sun-kissed vibe. I'm gonna blend it into my eye line a little bit. And, like, again, my face is flat. My eyes are sunken and they're hooded, and I feel like contouring these bones and these parts, like, it's kind of getting rid of the things that are Asian about me, and that's kind of self-loathy to me, but that's like makeup in general. And this is like the downfall of being an educated feminist, because I'm so sick of this shit. Anyway, okay. I'm not mad about that contour at all. I feel like it was definitely on the more subtle side, but it did its damn job. I'm gonna go ahead and get like nice up close and personal for this next part, because I am going to be doing the cute as fuck. Anyway, I'm going to be doing the mascara. The brush is actually giving me better than sex vibes. You know what I mean? Who makes that again? I don't know. I don't know who makes better than sex, but whoever it is, Miss Selena Gomez is coming for you. I only recently started curling my eyelashes because I got an eyelash curler like 2 Christmases ago, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll use it. And the only thing that I would say that it really does is, one, give me fucking anxiety. Oh, so I guess it does two things. One, it gives me anxiety every time I use it, especially because I have contacts, so I'm always scared, like, am I gonna take my contacts out today with my eyelash curler? And two, I feel like it just makes my, it makes my lashes curly, so that's the point of it. But it just gets more mascara on my eyelids, and I'm a lazy piece of shit, so I don't always take it off. I kind of just leave it, and it's like, is it eyeliner? Like, what is she doing? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put some on. So that's like hesitantly with one layer on. Cute. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eyeball. So that is with 2 layers of the mascara on. Honestly, at $26, I would say that this is kind of a forgettable product. It did do its damn job, but I feel like I've gotten products from the drugstore for like $8 or like $6 even that do the exact same thing. But the final product that I'm going to be trying from Miss Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty collection is the soft, I forget what, like it has a fancy name, but I think it's like soft pinch blushes in the shade Joy. And she is pigmented and she's kind of the same color as my nails, which I'm not mad about because that color looks good on my skin. Anyway, we know that she's a pigmented bitch, so I'm gonna go ahead and do 1 dot. And I think these retail for about $25 as well. And truthfully, if you only have to put on 1 dot, that might be worth its money because this is a lot of product and a little bit goes a long way, allegedly. So there's my, wow. Like, do you see that? Like, wow. I'm gonna do, oh my God, I'm scared. The tiniest amount on my nose too. Like, I said the tiniest amount and I lied. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out with my fingers. I'm gonna do finger, why is it, huh? So a little goes a long way. Like literally, that was the smallest amount. I look like a clown. I look like a clown. Okay, I'm just gonna chart where I want it first with my fingers, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out with a sponge because this is kind of ridiculous. I might like drag it onto my eyelids too. I used to do that a lot, like in my last year of university. The last year that I did in person, at least. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a sponge and buffer that out because that is so pigmented and I literally put on the smallest amount. But I definitely like it. Like, I usually go for like a peachier toned blush. Like, this is definitely in the realm of peachiness, but it's also like quite warm and like red at the same time. Usually the blushes I go for are like definitely more in that like peachy brown, like a peachy or nude color. But I like how that like blended in. I like that it's like quite vibrant. And it's like very beautiful as well, actually. I'm definitely digging that, and I feel like in the summertime when I'm like a little bit darker than I am now, this is going to be like very pretty and like very vibrant. That I am very much impressed with the foundation and the concealers. I feel like my skin still looks like my skin, which I think is like something I look for in every single makeup product that I've ever used. Like I said before, the mascara, definitely a forgettable product for the price point. And this powder is, it's somewhat doing its job. Like, I feel like my face retained a lot of the glow to it without making me look super matte, but it's also like a controlled glow, I would say. I'm not loving the redness of it. I feel like that was the only thing that like kind of freaked me out. And it's been like half an hour since I finished filming, but this is like a flashback test to see if I have like that white flashback that you get when you wear powder. I'm obviously filming this with my back flash, so I can't see what it looks like, but that was a full view of it. I am absolutely obsessed with this bronzer. I feel like it went on like butter and it still remained skin-like while contouring my face, which I think is a very cool product. The blush, I'm definitely going to get in other colors. I feel like that was such a pretty lift to my face, and I used next to no product at all, so I just know that these are definitely gonna last long. Thank you so much for watching my review of Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty. It might be another 10 months before I upload another video, so I will have to see you then.